wobble.
Wobble, baby.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble.
Get up
Oh.
now.
Yeah. Say, Drew.
Drew.
Back it up.
Let me back it up. Not that much.
Yeah.
Whoa, buddy.
Whoa.
Oh,
You can back it up, Drew.
you can back it up whenever you want, Drew.
Back that up.
We're coming to you, Cleveland Rocks listeners, on a dreary January day.
Yes.
It's kind of like gray. It's supposed to snow later.
That's just what January is. And anywhere that isn't the South, I guess.
Yeah,
Or the West.
So half of the country.
Yeah.
I mean, the world, let alone the world, half the country.
Yes.
I mean, it's always gray in
I
some
guess
places.
we are. We're global.
Yeah.
We're worldwide.
International. We got a huge Australia listenership, by which I mean like not as big as the United States, but pretty.
Yes.
It's sizable. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Hello, if you're from Australia.
I wonder if anyone in Greenland's listening to us.
Maybe. Yeah. Terrified. Yeah. We don't. You guys are cool.
You guys are cool with us.
Yeah. Just so you know, we don't want to invade you guys.
No.
No.
I would go visit.
I would too. But Greenland, Iceland, that's like the misnomer, right? Iceland is actually green and nice, and Greenland is actually icy and cold.
Yeah, somewhere I read that the Vikings intentionally did that so that
other people wouldn't invade the other.
Yeah, people would go to Greenland to invade it, and they're like, we don't want that shit.
And years later, it's just a bunch of people making wrong vacation decisions.
Yeah.
I didn't. Oh no! What? What?
It's still tricking people.
Yeah.
People, I mean, I guess people without Google, are there people without Google that are planning vacations? I guess are there like, do they still go to like travel agents who like
they go to the
had
front desk
little
and they
kiosks?
say, nothing else. I just want to go to Greenland. Don't tell me anything. Just make it a surprise.
Yeah. I don't even want to look at the pamphlet.
No. We got an email from our last episode. We got a lot of great commentary about the wrestling stuff. Do you remember the Triple H? And
Yeah, of course.
We got one email though I wanted to mention. Drake emailed us. Not
Is he
the
upset
rapper.
with us?
No, not upset at all.
Or she, I don't know.
Thought it was cool. They have a bunch of like Triple H. Remember how we said Triple H like spits out his buzz beer into the trash can?
Yeah.
Really
It was
perfectly.
impressive.
That's like his
thing.
his signature entrance. Did you know that?
No.
His signature entrance when he
should've
comes into the
guessed
ring
it.
is like he spits like a fountain.
The fact that they commented on it, that completely makes sense.
Yes.
Of course they should have. I mean, of course we should have known that. Yeah.
Yes. Now, and the one other thing I wanted to note, which I didn't know this, Drew Carey is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Really?
Did you know this?
I didn't know that.
Each year they basically like induct a celebrity.
Isn't Donald Trump in there too?
Donald Trump is also in there, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
No, I don't know of anymore, but
what, they took him out?
yeah,
I
we have to take a stand.
don't think the WWE took a
No,
stand.
I don't think the WWE makes a lot of moral decisions based on what I know about the organization.
I don't think they're trying to posture. They're not virtue signaling.
Bob Barker was a guest host on Monday Night Raw, Donald Trump. Anyway, I'm just going to read verbatim what Drake said. Drew was a little more involved. In 2001, the yearly Royal Rumble match happened. Basically, two wrestlers start, then every 90 seconds or so, another wrestler enters until 30 wrestlers are in the ring.
Yeah. I
Elimination
remember
happens
in the games.
when someone is thrown over the top rope. The last person standing is the winner. Drew was in the building promoting an improv all-stars event pay-per-view that happened, and he actually entered the Royal Rumble, eliminated two wrestlers that were fighting on the ropes when he just tipped them over. Kane, a monster known as the Devil's favorite demon, entered. Drew had pissed him off backstage earlier in the night, so Drew looked petrified, offered him money, and then climbed over the top rope and eliminated himself. Years later, he went into the Hall of Fame for that spot.
That rules.
So, yeah.
So all you need is one spot to get in.
I guess,
to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's
So, yeah, Drew
sick.
Carey,
That's I mean, a
WWE
memorable one.
Hall of
Clearly, at
Fame.
that.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
I enjoy the fuck out of that.
Thank you, Drake.
Thank you, Drake, for email, and thanks for everybody for sending in your comments. Wrestling cool. One guy was talking about how great Philly is for wrestling, which we
That's what I had heard. I mean, and what I testified to it was awesome.
Yeah.
Great atmosphere.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But we go now from wrestling to football.
Yes.
It's a very sports heavy episode.
not the first one.
No, First one's not
but the second one is I mean, the whole thing's a competition, but the second one is like
very specifically on the nose.
That's football. Yeah. So, right in the middle of playoffs. Yeah. I mean, I guess this will come out
This will come out next
right after
Monday.
the divisional round. So going into the championship.
We exist right now in wild card weekend.
Yes.
Yeah. Nobody's played yet. We don't know.
Nobody's played, and we're not going to talk football because whatever we say will be dated. Mm-hmm. We both have dogs in the fight at this point.
Yeah. And I think some of us are feeling better than others about their dogs' abilities.
They might be gone in literally hours.
Yeah.
So anyway,
we'll see. Season 4, episode 18. We begin with boy party, girl party.
Yeah.
It starts with Larry and Drew in the office. He's giving him a hug.
Oh, we didn't say the new thing we're doing. We're saying the date.
Oh, sorry. Give me the date.
February 17th, 1999.
A day that will live in infamy. Yeah, that was my FDR. How was it?
It crushed it.
A little rusty. Yeah. I'm working on it. I'm working on impressions of
you
all
are
of the
sitting.
presidents. I am sitting. Hey. Oh. We'll get to disability jokes later too. Larry is hugging Drew in the office. He tells him to sit down. He's got bad news.
Yeah.
Just as a reminder from the last episode, all three of these guys
are dating
one woman.
One woman. Her name is Tracy.
Yeah, they all fell in love with her separately. And then
Lewis at the convention, and then
Oswald delivering mail,
and Drew at the office whenever the mail didn't work.
Yeah, so she's she was weirded out, but once she realized what the situation was, she's like, okay, well let's just try this. You know, if it can be normal and not competitive.
If we can have if I can date 3 friends, she's fucked up for this.
A little bit.
She's totally fucked.
A little bit.
The guys, as we come to learn, the guys are a little fucked up when they get into the competition.
Oh yeah.
But this is absolutely outrageous that she thinks that she can handle it.
Well, not only that she thinks she can handle it, that she thinks they can handle it. Yeah, exactly. The whole thing is like a nightmare. But I don't know. Maybe she likes being wanted like that.
Of course, but you gotta show some respect.
I hear you.
For these friends, these lifelong I don't know. It's on them. Whatever.
Anyway, Larry complains, or not complains. Larry says that he saw one of them out on a date with Drew's girl. He calls him Drew's girl, but it's Lewis was out with her, and he's trying to explain Drew that no, it's okay. We're all sort of dating her at the same time, so we're all just kind of taking turns with her, I guess. And Larry's like, "Oh yeah, if you swing that way, I've got a card. Me and Miss Lauder have a group of open-minded people that seems like he's in a swingers society."
Yeah,
which of course he is.
But did he say like no looky-loos though? If you come to play.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's Swingers 101.
No
looking,
shopping.
no watching,
no window shopping.
You come to play.
It's at this point Oswald comes in with Tracy. He's returning her to Drew.
Yeah. So before that, Larry's on his way out.
Yes.
And Larry takes a good look at Tracy, and she's like, "Well, a bike can't run on 3 wheels or a vehicle, a car."
He's asking to add a 4th,
but. I don't like the way this sets up. It sets up it's funny.
Yeah.
But like the idea that it's like, oh, so Drew has this lunch date set up with Tracy here, and Oswald is returning her late. I guess Drew's upset because they were late because they were lingering wherever they were. They stopped for coffee.
Starbucks, he said.
And Drew's like, that's a bullshit excuse.
Yeah.
Because Oswald's like, we were looking for a Starbucks. But then we come to find out post Drew's lunch date.
Yeah.
She's going to the fucking zoo.
She's going to the zoo with Lewis.
Yeah. Which isn't it February? Why are you going to the zoo?
Well, sometimes there's some really cool winter animals you can see. Maybe there's a polar bear at the Cleveland Zoo.
The zoo in Cleveland in February, there's no way it's fun. There's no way it's fun.
Well, you know what? Maybe it's one of the only things you can do in the daytime with a lady in Cleveland.
Also, what fucking day of the week is this?
Yeah.
Lewis, I guess he's a nighttime janitor.
Well, he's not on the clock yet.
Yeah,
he should be sleeping.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing awake going to the zoo?
That guy doesn't sleep. Anyway, yeah. So we get this sort of setup that's like, oh, not only are they all dating her at the same time, they're literally handing her off to each other.
Right. They're like passing a baton, but it's a woman.
Yeah.
And
Lewis comes in, and Lewis is like,
I thought I'd just join you for lunch
because we're going to the zoo after.
And what we kind of pieced together from all of this at the top is that Drew is getting edged out by the other two in terms of how much time he gets to spend with Tracy.
Yeah.
He keeps trying to book her in advance for things, but he's getting beaten by Lewis and Oswald each time.
Yes, because at this point the two fellas leave.
Yes.
You know, they give Drew his space.
Yes.
And then Drew starts trying to ask her to...
What are you doing next Saturday?
Yeah, I don't remember what exactly it was, but then she was like, oh, I got like a car show. There's a car show in town. I'm going with Oswald.
Yeah, or there's a church fair.
Or there was a boat show that she's going to with Lewis. I love the idea that they're going to these. Because these things are always at like convention centers.
Yeah. And you're like,
and
who
I'm
goes?
always like, well, I guess like people interested in buying cars and boats. None of these guys are buying boats.
No.
Lewis is like, let's go to the boat show. Maybe it's cool. Write us if you are like, I had a great time at a boat show.
Oh, I'm sure boat shows are great, but I'm just saying Lewis is never going to own a boat.
Yeah.
He doesn't even own a home.
Do I need to look like I'm interested in buying a boat at these, or can I walk up and just like walk around on boats parked in convention centers?
I think you can just walk around on boats.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's really going to nail you for not like,
I just love that these were and then you said the church fair, and then there was a dog show. Now that's a good date.
Yeah.
Dog show's good
fun.
date.
And then Drew goes, well, joke's on you. You're missing out on my church's dog fair.
Yeah.
Something just combines all of them. Oh, he can't even go to lunch, lest we forget. Right as they're about to go to lunch,
yes,
Mr. Wick comes out and he goes, Carey, the board doesn't think that I'm doing enough of my own responsibilities. They think I'm delegating too much. Can you write a report saying that I don't? Like,
right.
Delegating.
Yeah.
So he basically squanders his lunch plans by making Drew work through lunch. Not great for our good friend Drew.
No. So Drew's getting pushed out by the boys,
and
now has to work lunch. It's a shame. Drew is the only one with real responsibility.
Yeah, and he's punished for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is capitalism punishes you for having a life.
You just don't have random days of the week to be in a date competition with your buddies.
You know what I'm thinking about though, because you brought up the zoo. That first ever YouTube video was just a random guy during the week at a zoo.
Really?
Yeah, me at the zoo.
The first ever YouTube video.
It was uploaded by like one of the creators. And
what was the date?
I think it was like 2007. I want to say it was like January 2007, December 2007.
Nice.
Yeah. What the fuck's that guy doing at the zoo? He was unemployed and now he's a bajillionaire.
He made YouTube.
Yeah.
If you're, you know what? I'll give him credit. If Lewis is making fucking YouTube, he can do whatever he wants. He can do whatever he wants.
He can go wherever he wants.
Title sequence plays.
Title sequence. We come back and Mimi and Kate are there. Kate's trying to talk with Drew about his woes with Tracy.
Yeah.
And Mimi's handing out flyers. Mimi is having an event this weekend, Saturday night. She's trying to host a big women in business seminar sort of thing. We're trading tips. We're, empowering each other.
All of a sudden,
each other up.
Mimi gives a shit about work, it seems.
Well, yeah.
Oh, it seems.
I'm
couching it.
We should, yeah. The big point out of this is Mrs. Louder is going to be there. Mimi tries to, goad Kate into coming by being like, oh, maybe you can get your job back from Mrs. Louder.
Yeah.
And Kate's like, I don't really know. Doesn't feel like I want to. But it could be a good idea, I guess. And then Mrs. Louder comes into the scene.
Yes.
And she's very upset at Mimi because Mimi has advertised on the flyer that Mrs. Louder's going to be speaking about women in their 90s.
Yes.
And she's like, no, it's women in the 90s.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, well, I'll do it then. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I'm old as dirt. I can't see. You got to use bigger font. So, and then she said, step aside, O'Brien, you Irish cockroach.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God. Can we that? I know like Irish people are kind of are they just fair game now?
Oh,
Can we
sure.
just call them Irish cockroaches?
Back in 99 you could. Yeah. You potato muncher. Get over here. Kate takes it very kindly. She's like, hey, I've got a nickname.
Yeah.
Maybe she would hire me back. So, yeah, Kate's like, you know what? I'm in. Screw it.
So Kate exits the scene.
Enter a beautiful blonde woman.
We come to find out is a catalog model for Winfred Louder.
Yes.
She approaches Mimi's desk.
Looking for Drew.
Yeah, it's a great line, really.
Yes.
I have to see Drew Carey, and then Mimi says, I have to see him too.
Yeah.
Isn't it awful?
Isn't it awful?
Yeah.
Anyway, she comes over, and I guess her and her model catalog friends are in Cleveland for a photo shoot for Winfred Louder, it sounds like. And Drew's kind of chatting her up, and he's like, "Oh, how's it been? You enjoying
Coming
Cleveland?"
on too strong for a guy who's also very interested in this
and
other
another
woman
one who's trying to be in a committed relationship with a woman.
Yeah.
Drew, he sees a pretty lady, and he goes into
Mind
awooga
scramble.
mode.
Yeah, he really does.
I can see hearts flying out of his eyes.
Yeah.
He's like, how's it been? You going to any parties? And she's like, no, we haven't really found any parties. Like, I thought Cleveland was a fun town. It doesn't seem
she says, I thought Cleveland was a party town. And I was like,
what made you think
that? What bad info did you get? I mean, it seems like a beer drinking town, I guess, but I'm not.
That's not necessarily model party.
No.
That's not necessarily, fun, sexy time. I think it's sad drinking time.
Yeah.
This is where, though, Kate comes in with a brilliant suggestion for Drew. Oh, if you hold a party and you invite all the models, guess who's going to want to go? Your friends, Lewis and Oswald.
Yeah.
And then you could just sneak out and have alone time with Tracy, which is what you've wanted all along.
Yep.
So
really, can we get to because this plan, does go into effect. We'll talk about it, but it came from Kate.
Yes.
Kate is the fucked up person here. Drew gets a lot of shit later about what a fucked up plan this is. I just want to say it right now. What the hell, Kate? Yeah. You put this in his head.
Well, okay, yes. But I think the fucked up part of it is because of what transpires later, not necessarily the idea itself. I'm sure. Spoiler.
I guess how much he commits to it.
If the model showed up, it would have been different.
Yeah. Sure.
But anyway, so Kate launches this idea. Drew goes along with it. He calls it a pajama party.
Yeah,
and I'm like, she lists off different.
She lists off different parties. Because Drew's like, oh, I'm gonna throw a party this weekend. It's funny you mention it. Now at this, and she's like, oh, is it costume? Is it? She lists pajama. The fact that they went with pajama.
Yeah, it's the simplest one.
Yes.
It's the easiest one
if you want to see models in lingerie, yes, of course.
I was wondering what other kinds of parties I'm like, did foam parties? Could you imagine Drew Carey having a foam party?
What is a foam party?
I think you just fill up a space with foam. And the idea is you wear less clothing.
What, just what do you mean foam?
Like a little like
styrofoam
soapy,
peanuts?
No, like soapy, sort of like a wetness, I think.
Oh, what are you going to ruin your house with that?
Yeah. Do you ever hear about ABC parties?
No.
Anything but clothes parties.
Yes,
it's
I
like duct tape or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never got invited to any of these. I want to be very clear.
Nobody invited you to an anything but clothes party.
No, could you imagine?
I wasn't invited to one either.
I lost the email. I don't know. I don't know why that didn't happen.
Why didn't that happen to us, guys?
Why did we have fun college experiences? Why are we stuck doing a podcast about a sitcom from the 90s?
Don't worry. It's all the fraternities that are now banned from campus.
That's true.
They were probably the ones that were throwing those.
Yeah. Hey, wear anything but your clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's really about the business connections you make down the road. We're making lifelong friends.
I think it's really important that, it's the brotherhood. It's the element of brotherhood.
If you come here, it's only bed sheets.
Jesus. Anyway. We launch then into Pajama Party. The next scene is we're at Drew's house on the night of said Pajama Party.
Yes.
Looks like it's snowing pretty good out the window.
Also, the intro to, I'm glad that eventually it's more people, but at first I was like, I literally wrote in my notes, I was like, oh, this is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
If it's going to be
just the three of
them. Of models and then Lewis and Oswald and Drew.
Lewis and...
in robes.
Lewis and Drew are in robes.
Their pajamas are robes.
Right, more or less. Oswald is in a full-up footy pajama situation. It looks like
It has the
Harold and
butt
the
flap.
Purple Crayon. Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
like weird. I don't like it. I don't know why he thought it would be a good idea, especially if he's trying to like make a move on a model.
It's back to his childlike mind.
Yeah.
Right?
His childlike
It's
whimsy
his-
is what won him Tracy.
It's his charm.
Yeah. Sharon comes in. We get Sharon and Kate making a stop. It seems like they're going to go to Mrs. Lauder and Mimi's.
Yeah, they're going to go to Mimi's shindig.
But first, Sharon stops by with a new toilet seat for Drew. He's like, I heard you're, having models.
yeah,
So I thought
they really would appreciate this. What the hell happened to his own?
I don't think anything happened to it. I think it's just
Did they not have one?
No, they have one. I just don't think you want to see it. I think I might have some wear and tear on that seat. Is my guess. I think there might be some streaks.
Oh, God.
I think there might be some. It might be a situation
where it's God, so the plastic's like worn down. You ever seen a toilet seat where the plastic, like the edges are worn down
looks like
a little
peeling.
bit?
Yeah,
it's like, God, how did that happen?
Yeah.
How many asses have been
if
here?
that seat could talk, the stories it would tell. There's a line here I really enjoy from Oswald where he goes, "Wow, models and a new toilet seat. I feel like a Kennedy." I like to think that that's what the Kennedys were known for, was fucking models and just
And
sitting
the
on
new-
the can.
yeah.
Not a kid. They want to keep the temperature very low.
Yes,
Sharon brings up that it's
Sharon's like,
cold.
"Oh, you want me to look at the thermostat?" And they're like, "No."
No. I didn't realize what the joke was here originally, and at
Really?
first I thought they were like, "Oh, they want to keep the models warm. They want to have like a body
that
temperature
also works.
excuse."
That works too.
Yeah, but there's a more risque reason they might
Yes.
want to keep the temperature cold for these models. Sharon calls them out on it, and then off we are to Mimi's seminar.
Yeah, they dip, they bail. Well, I got a good look at Drew's pajamas here.
Oh, sure.
I love that.
Tell us
he's
all about it.
Well, I just love that he's wearing the fuzzy slipper like feet. They're like bare feet or
Yeah.
something. Those are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever have fun slippers?
Yeah, I used to have. They were gorilla faces.
Ooh,
They were like
faces.
black fuzzy gorilla like heads.
Okay.
You'd stick your feet in the top. Right now, we have some in the other room. We got from a white elephant. It's Shrek and Donkey.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, but are those
are our guest slippers?
That's 1 and 2, right? It's like
Yeah,
left
yeah.
foot Shrek, right foot Donkey. That's
Right.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never had any fun slippers growing up, despite the fact that I feel like I give off fun slipper.
You do
guy
give
energy.
off fun slipper guy energy.
Yeah. No, I was never really a slipper guy growing up. I don't know why. My feet sweat a lot. I think that's why. I think I have slippers now.
I have slippers now, and I wear them. I wear them when we have company over
Yeah.
because I don't want my feet to gross people out. Not that they're gross, but I think sometimes feet are weird.
Yeah, I think people don't really spend as much time on their feet care as they should.
Yeah.
God, don't look at my toenails right
Dude,
now.
my toenails are rough. Literally yesterday,
Yeah.
I was sitting here with Belle, and she's like, "Why do you have cuts all over your leg?"
And you're
And
like,
I
I'm
was
just
like,
scratching my leg with my
It's
feet.
literally I'm sleeping on my side, and my feet will run on my leg and I will gash my leg.
Yeah, it's awful.
Why is there blood in the bed sheets? Because I forgot to cut my toenails. Like it's
I'm working
bad.
on it, guys.
It'll be like, I'll get there. It's just I got to bend over.
But
and
you're
do
not
it.
alone in that. I mean, I'm not cutting myself with my feet, but like, I don't want anybody. They're not looking pretty,
Yeah.
especially in the winter. God, you want me to reach down and who? I'm wearing like 3 layers on my feet.
You ever get a pedicure?
No.
There's
I've wanted to.
unbelievable.
With
It's so nice.
Stasia and I keep talking about wanting to do it. The problem for me with a pedicure is I'm too ticklish.
Yeah. See, I thought that would be the problem too. They only bring out one tool that's really ticklish, I find.
Interesting.
It's almost like a drill bit, and they use it to get rid of some of the dead skin. It goes like gently over your legs.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that tickled.
Yeah.
Because I was worried about that too. I thought it'd be too ticklish, and then I'd like accidentally kick the lady in
I'm
her
afraid
face.
of like splashing water or kicking a very nice lady in the face.
Give it a run though.
I think I might. And
good.
then in New Year, new feet.
Just
Petty.
A little advice: get the clear coat nail polish.
Why did you get blue?
I got like a color because they were like, "What do you want on your nails?" And everyone was getting a color. You know, I was with our friend and his girlfriend or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, whatever, I'll get a color." Nope, wrong move. Looked awful.
What color?
My toes had never been painted before, and they should not be painted. I decided.
It doesn't make them more beautiful?
No, it did not.
What color did you pick?
I don't know. It was like green or something.
Okay.
It was rough. It's
I like how
Shrek green.
It's so bad you blocked it out of your mind.
Yeah,
that you're not
just
gonna
get the
remember
clear coat.
Yeah.
You don't even have to get anything, but it is kind of nice to have them kind of go around your toenails
Sure.
and cut all the hangnails and everything off.
Yeah, I would like that.
I'm sure you guys love listening to this.
Yeah, this is the foot pod.
Yeah.
The
Foot corner.
It's podiatrist.
Oh, God. The foot pod. You know people are out there making foot pods.
Oh, for sure. The podiatrist podcast, the pod. That's what it is. We're going pod mode.
Anyway,
we go to Mimi's seminar. They're Sharon and Kate are greeted at the door by Mimi's weird sister Gigi.
yeah, this is the first time.
Yeah, I don't remember her from the Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah.
I don't think she was.
I don't remember her at all. We might have seen her before. She might have talked about her before.
Right.
She's a character.
Oh, God,
She
is
immediately comes in and starts petting. Is it Kate
Sharon,
or Sharon's
I think.
hair?
It's
Sharon's
Sharon.
hair, saying how soft it is.
Saying it feels like bear hair or
Yeah.
something.
And then she says she's missing her birthmark that's
Yeah.
shaped like Texas.
She asks them, "Have you seen my Texas-shaped birthmark?" And they go,
Yeah.
"No, we don't want to see it." She's like, "No, I mean, like, I'm missing it." Such a weird. Anyway, Mrs. Lauder comes in at this point too, and expects everybody to applaud for her walking in, basically.
Yeah.
And then last minute surprise, we forgot this guy even existed. Steve walks in full drag.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Lauder puts up a point. This is about women in business, not women with business.
Yeah, it was funny.
And Steve goes, I dress like a woman. I deal with the same problems that women deal with. Mimi, for the
Mimi's
record,
like, Steve's good with me.
very cool with it. It's not surprising that a drag queen would respect a fellow drag queen. You know what I mean? Like, I think Mimi understands the game that Steve plays.
Well,
here.
Mimi was impressed with her Steve's ability to walk in heels on ice.
Yeah, that's what she says.
Lest we forget, there's a winter storm out right now.
Yeah. No, it's a brewing. It's snowing pretty bad. This is also, I think, the first time we have an interaction between Mimi and Steve. I don't remember it prior. Because I remember he works at Winford
No,
Lauder.
I feel like because they've both been in the Warsaw at some point together. I feel like they've definitely interacted.
Sure, there.
Yeah. If I had to bet, if I had to bet on Cal Sheet, I would bet that.
You're betting the over?
Yeah.
Betting the over on them having met before?
Them having met, yes.
Yeah. So anyway, everybody sits down and Mimi begins her spiel. And it basically turns out that she's just trying to get them to sell makeup. It's a multi-level marketing scheme type thing. This isn't the first time she's done this, right? Like, this happened with Mrs. Carey, I think.
Yeah.
Remember, Mimi came to Drew's house and convinced them all to sell makeup, I think, too?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was some sort of sales. I don't know if it was the same company. I forget what company she name drops
I don't
here.
remember either, yeah. But it feels very much like, is this how Mimi's getting her makeup? Is she just trying to create like a pyramid scheme where
she just keeps
other people keep funneling and funding her own makeup?
Right.
It seems likely to me. I don't know. Sharon wants to leave immediately.
Yeah,
she's like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was.
Did she say it's Sally Mae Cosmetics, actually? I think I wrote something
Oh, that
down
could be
here.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Before they were giving out student loans, they were doing
they were
makeup
doing
sales.
just cosmetics. They were doing blush.
Anyway.
Kate convinces everyone, though, to stay.
Yes, because Kate has
to-
a motive here.
wants to
She wants to
schmooze.
schmooze with Miss Lauder,
Yes.
who is upset that, if Sharon and everyone starts leaving,
They won't get to hear
they
her
won't get to
speech.
hear her speech she's been working on. And Kate's like, oh, but if we all leave, we don't get to hear, her pearls of wisdom. And then Kate,
A lot of kissing up.
Yeah.
And also, more importantly, they aren't able to leave because Gigi is blocking the door.
Yeah. That's it.
Mimi
That's
basically convinces Gigi to just block the door, and she's like, give me a reason to go crazy, and I will.
I'm about to snap. I'll do it right now.
I'll do it right now. And I don't know, man. She's missing her Texas birthmark.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to cross a lady who's missing her birthmark. Where did it go? So anyway, they're all stuck in there in the snowstorm. Meanwhile, we go back to boy party.
Yeah.
Drew and the gang, more people have come over. Snow be damned. Mr. Wick comes in. Larry's there.
Everyone's coming in their pajamas.
Yes.
I guess they do live in the neighborhood. Some of the people.
Oh yeah, most of them do. I mean, Wick and
just like
Larry.
God, shouldn't you change into your pajamas? There's a snowstorm outside, guys.
Yeah, but they're wearing jackets over their pajamas.
Yeah, but there's no way that can be warm enough. Anyway, yeah, Wick comes in, says his bazongas were cold.
Yes.
Oh, we forgot to mention in the prior scene.
Yeah,
Sharon says it seems like you guys call them bazongas.
Yeah,
to the
how excited and childlike
they are about seeing these models.
Yeah.
And then Drew says we call them shabadoos, actually.
I don't know what the fuck a shabadoo is.
What is shabadoo?
Yeah. It sounds
is that
like
a word people are using?
It sounds like an 80s song that Olivia Newton-John would have sang.
To me, it's I don't know if you when Homer Simpson had to make up a name. It was like he was at a bar and he was like, someone, God. I gotta look it up. Pause.
We are in Shabadoo.
Yeah, so Homer's at like the bar and someone says he's looking for Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo or something, and there happens to actually be a Joey
name.
In that bar. Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I think of Shabadoo's as.
Yeah.
I never heard of Shabadoo's.
Shabadabadoo. I'm just trying to think anything.
I've never heard of anyone describe bazongas as Shabadoos.
No.
But anyway.
Also, though, even back then, I feel like now, obviously, bazonga, not really in our colloquial language.
If somebody said bazonga now, they would be shamed for it.
Yes. Right. And I feel like same thing in the 90s. 30 years ago, were people really going like... I don't know. It's just weird.
Maybe the elites.
Yeah, Wick is maybe the elites. They're gathering for their bazonga parties.
I don't hang out with billionaires very often, but maybe they're the people saying bazongas and shabadoos.
Yeah. My favorite out of the people coming in here, Ed comes in. Joe Walsh, the member of the band that Drew had started. I can't even remember the name of it, to be honest with you. But the Ramada Inn Band.
Yeah, the Ramada Inn Band.
He comes in. He's got a great line where he's like, "Oh, I love a model party. It's women, right?" And I thought, oh, it's gonna be like a gay joke or something. He goes, "Not little planes. I can't be around glue anymore."
Yeah.
This man is like, I love it so much.
Yeah.
He brought a guitar.
Yeah.
He's excited. Of course.
You got to serenade these women.
Drew goes back in after welcoming people through his back door. And pause. And hold on. Sorry. Phrasing.
Yes.
After welcoming in through the kitchen door, they come in and everybody is gathered around the front door.
Yeah. There's like
seated
20
in like a
people.
semicircle.
Yeah.
And they're just waiting. Their eyes are looking at the door.
Behind them there was a banner that said "Welcome Models."
Yeah, like Drew hand painted it, like we're like veterans coming back from war.
Yeah, they're really
Welcome
playing
models.
it cool.
Drew's like, we're looking a little too eager here, guys. I think we're gonna have to not be doing this. So they break apart for a little bit. Then Drew gets a call from one of the models. I don't know if it was the one he was talking to before.
Yeah, let's assume. Doesn't matter.
But basically, they're not going to be able to come. The snowstorm has gotten so bad that they don't want to.
He's like,
out.
But Drew's like, oh, it's not snowing over here. And you glance out, and it's the first good look I feel like we get of outside. There's snow all the way up the window.
Feet, like probably 3 feet, 4 feet of snow.
It's a bad storm.
And he's convincing him, and he's like, oh, but I got a new toilet seat. Come on. Why would I tell you that? I don't know. Yeah, it's a bad turn. Drew doesn't really know what to do because he could obviously just tell the guys and they'd all leave.
Yeah.
Though getting home and that, good luck.
Yeah, it seems like all these guys are stuck here snowed in their pajamas.
But he still wants to execute his plan here, which he explained to Kate before. It's basically going to be, well, in theory, while the models were there, he was going to sneak out the back door and go to the Warsaw to spend time with Tracy.
Tracy, go on a date because Lewis and Oswald canceled their date.
Right. Just to
be at the model party.
But now with no models, he's going to have to do some entertaining, right?
Yeah.
So he tries to cook up a scheme where he goes, oh, I'm going to go out for beer because the models are right around the corner and they're thirsty. He lies when he gets off the phone, by the way.
It's a really funny lie. When he gets off the phone, he's like, oh, it's the models. They were so horny, they wanted to hear a man's voice. And then all the guys were like, yeah, let's go.
They're amped up.
The energy in this room.
The masculinity, the testosterone. You can fucking feel it.
And then Drew's like, I'm going to go get more beer.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, beer.
So he walks out, and then they all decide to gather again and wait by the front door.
Yeah.
And then Ed's like, somebody's pulling up in a car. And it's just Drew. Drew's unable to even get on
Ed's
the road.
like, and they're wearing a parkas. They have big ones.
Big ones. And it's fucking Drew Carey.
It's Drew.
He walks in his Cavs jacket. He's just, no luck. It can't get out.
Yeah.
So doesn't look like it's going to go well.
In.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we should end with it's Drew has a fear of violence for this because Larry's basically like, yeah, if the models don't come, it's going to turn into one of the most violent sleepovers I've ever had. Ed starts singing a song that ends with the models are coming any minute now.
And if not, they don't,
we will kill Drew. Kill Drew.
Yeah.
Kill. Just on an acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
So we come back from commercial and Drew is in the backyard still trying to get a hold of Tracy.
Yeah.
And he's like, listen, baby, I can't drive to the Warsaw, but I'm going to walk there. I'm sure it'll be fine.
He's like, what's the problem walking, 8 blocks? I didn't realize this is the first time we find out Warsaw's only 8 blocks away.
From Drew's.
And in the snow and below freezing temperatures.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And it's at this point that he has his house phone and he's talking on it out in the backyard. Yeah. He drops it into the snow. Can't find it.
Yeah.
Tracy's calling him back.
Yes.
And it's ringing in the house.
And it's ringing and he's searching the snow, he's sifting through it, he can't find it. He says, fuck it, and he walks away.
The ringer is still going off though inside the kitchen.
Yeah.
Oswald, Lewis, and Ed are there. Ed thinks that he's talking to. He's like, maybe he's got one of those goofy landlines.
Yeah, maybe he's got like a novelty phone, and he picks up a tea kettle.
Yeah,
it's like hello, and then he picks up a part of the faucet.
Yeah, like one of the like a sink hose.
Yes,
puts it up to his ear, and then Drew's voicemail starts going, and Ed thinks it's Drew.
Yeah,
he's like, leave a message, and he's like, why?
You called me.
You called me. But Tracy is leaving a message. The Warsaw is closing because the snow is so bad. She's going to take a ride home on the snow plow.
Yeah.
What a fun little novel. How many people?
How the fuck did Tracy get to the Warsaw? How long has she been there?
I don't know. Is her car there?
Yeah.
Or does she live 8 blocks?
Anyway, Lewis and Oswald are listening to this voicemail, and this is where they figure it out.
Yeah.
And like, oh, this was the plan.
Yeah, we got duped.
We canceled our dates. He was going to go out behind her back.
So what do they do in this situation? They decide the only option to punish Drew is dance.
Let's dance with them.
So Drew comes back in from his failed attempt to go to the Warsaw again. And Lewis suggests that we all dance to pass the time until the models get there. So Oswald cues like a cassette. And
definitely the best activity with your boys in their pajamas.
Dude, me and my fellas, when we're in our little PJs, our footy pajamas.
It's time for me to teach you swing dancing.
Yeah, exactly. And it's basically just, they're stepping on Drew's feet. We come back at one point and Oswald's
Why
like
not
throwing
just
him around.
Beat the shit out of him?
Well, because I think they want to do it subtly. I think, they
didn't want to give away that they know right away.
Well, they also don't know if the models are still coming. So we'll there's one scene in between that we're missing here, but when we come back to it, Lewis is like, "Oh, we don't want to get hot and sweaty for the models."
Yeah.
So maybe they didn't want to, cover themselves in Drew blood.
Right.
Anyway, while the dancing is going on, we come back to Mimi's.
Yeah,
they're
girl
all still
party.
snowed in at girl party, and Mimi is giving everyone what I call the full Bobek. She's giving Sharon specifically. We see there's a bunch of makeup going on, and as you can imagine, it looks awful. A lot of blue eyeshadow.
Sharon doesn't realize at first. She gets her glass, and she's like, "Oh, this is a cute clown glass." Yeah. Oh, wait, she saw her reflection.
And she loses her mind. Steve loves it.
Steve loves it, of course. Steve's like
he's like, I look like a drag queen. I love it. It's great.
Right.
And Mrs. Lauder here is talking with Kate a little bit. Kate's kind of buttering her up. And then she just kind of straight up asks why she won't hire her back.
Yes.
And Mrs. Lauder, we find out, was offended or hurt by Kate talking trash about her on the floor.
Yeah.
Of Winfred Louder.
On Christmas Eve.
On Christmas Eve. To be
all
fair.
All of it was to be fair, too, because
very,
she was like,
worthy.
Yeah, why
critique.
did, the light hit me and she blamed me and all.
It's Mrs. Louder's making me work on Christmas Eve.
Swiped her with her car on Christmas Eve. Yeah, that sort of thing.
All this stuff.
So.
Doesn't sound like the best boss, but
no.
Kate, works her way into getting Mrs. Louder to offer her a job, but it's not a return to the makeup department.
Yeah.
It would be working as Mrs. Louder's personal assistant.
Right. Because Kate here wins her over by saying, I want to be like you, basically.
Yeah.
You married rich. You took your husband's company and then you effectively buried him. And now you
made it yours.
Like, I want to be that.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I'm impressed. The girl bossing we need in this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, anyway, she's going to be hired for peanuts by Mrs. Louder.
Yeah. Mrs. Louder, Kate basically gives away the game by being like, oh, I'm so broke. I'll work for nothing. It's just a great next to nothing. It is evil. So then we go back to Drew's one more time. They're continuing this violent dance sort of situation. Oswald and Drew are doing the swing dancing, and it really is like
everyone's dancing,
throwing around.
I love that all the other boys who aren't in on the plan to beat Drew up
just go
like,
along with it.
Yo, we're just gonna fucking. They were all like dancing on the stairs. I'm like, this is some like 50s ass shit.
I like Larry and Wick pairing up. That was my favorite thing. Because as they're pairing up, Larry goes, an Englishman, close enough to a woman. Like just But everybody's jiving. They're really feeling it.
I like that they're all, just a little swing dancing with your boys in your PJs.
You ever dance with the fellas? What you know about swing dancing with your boys?
That'd be Nah.
Are we taking swing dancing lessons? That's what I'm getting at here.
I guess we're gonna take swing dancing.
Me and you.
I'm sorry. Are you guys egging us on to take swing dancing lessons?
God damn it, we'll do it. We'll get pedicures and then we'll go swing dancing.
Stop emailing us to take swing dancing lessons.
It's here that Drew finally, it dawns on Drew that, these guys are punishing me and they must be aware of the Tracy date situation.
He's like, I feel like you guys know. And they're like, yeah.
So they pull themselves into the kitchen for a little powwow about it.
Yeah.
And they basically here are like, Drew's like, it doesn't seem fair to me that you guys were able to get ahead. I thought we were trying to do this in a fair manner.
Right.
Like everybody gets equal time with Tracy.
Right.
And they basically here agree, okay, we're going to compete for her without any rules or stipulations. Nothing's fair in Love and War.
Yes.
Or all's fair in Love and War, I guess.
True.
However that should work.
That's
whatever the correct phrasing is of that statement.
Yes.
So it's also here that then Drew decides, I'm going to go see Tracy now. And he starts running out of the house like a cartoon. And then the two of them follow back. And he just turns around and locks them out.
Locks them out.
Yeah.
Now you're going to lock your boys out in the frozen. That's fucked up, Drew.
And in the footy pajamas, no less.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
I hope they're warm.
Yeah. And then they decide, if everything is a fair game, they're going to turn Drew's lights out. So they go into the breaker box outside and they shut his power off.
And then Wick.
Yes.
Wick has a line. Once the power's out, he's like, ooh, all right, everyone, slow dance.
Mm-hmm. It's getting sultry in there.
Yeah. Wick's just down to clown, man. That guy's down with anything.
Wick is driven by just sex all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems to be his main modem.
Drugs and sex.
Yes, drugs and sex.
Yeah.
The Mr. Wick story. Credit scene. They're just watching hippos fuck.
Yeah, I guess we're over the competition for now. Oswald and Lewis are
somehow get back into the house.
And they're just watching Lewis's home video of his trip to the zoo.
Yes.
Joe Walsh comes in. And
Larry. They're all there.
Larry, and they're like, what are you watching?
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
But their eyes are glued to it.
Exactly. They all stop and watch.
Yeah. Lewis is like, wait for it. And then you just hear Joe Walsh go, wow. And then that's kind of where the credits are. I love Joe Walsh in this so much.
Funny.
It is so fucking funny. Are you kidding me?
I'm glad they brought him back. I hope he keeps coming back.
I love Ed as just a character.
Little rules. Cameos.
Just as male member of Cleveland, just the town. He represents it so well, in my opinion. Solid ep. It was only setting up more Tracy. I didn't realize how much Tracy we were going to get here.
The Tracy Bowl ep almost feels like an episode that should have had a Wikipedia page.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised it didn't.
excellent.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's the ones that get the Wikipedia pages are the different ones.
Yeah.
The ones that they stylistically change it up.
Yeah.
They go with maybe a gimmick.
When they
and that's
talk
what they
about
do here.
episodes of the Drew Carey Show that like break the mold for sitcoms, this is one of them. Absolutely.
It has to be it.
Along with, China's cool, but it follows a normal structure. This one is like for 99. It's like it's like interesting that this like episode.
The China one wouldn't be interesting if they didn't actually go to China. If they just filmed it on a lot in like California and pretended to be China, then it would be no one would talk about it.
But like this is one that like truly like it feels way ahead of its time.
And you got great cameos.
Yeah. Which we'll get to.
Season 4, episode 19, the Tracy Bowl.
Yeah.
February 24th, 1999.
There you go. I looked it up to see if it was Super Bowl week.
It was not.
It was a month after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Kate walks in. She's wearing a very nice outfit. Drew asks her to spin around, which I was like, okay, buddy, slow your roll here.
Yeah.
But she's like, wearing a cute little outfit.
Well, Drew says, is somebody are you dating someone with a Nancy Reagan fetish?
Yes.
So yes, it's cute, but old. It's like clearly she's been dressed by Miss Lauder.
It's oven era.
Yeah.
And Kate basically explains Mrs. Lauder wants her to look nice if she's going to work for her. So she's spending more money on outfits and things. Things were really, stretching here. Oh, I bought a purse. And she pulls it out and it's a small portable television.
Yeah.
I didn't know they made TVs that small in the 90s.
I don't think I did either.
Yeah, it's a really tiny screen, but it's long. Like you can imagine all of the equipment is in the back, if you know what I mean.
We used to have a portable TV.
Yeah.
My dad had it. I guess it was for like camping or going to a cabin or whatever.
Yeah.
Works on like batteries.
Did you remember?
You just put like 4D batteries and it has like an antenna.
So it must have just got like the big three, like the
that's it. It was
stuff.
like a bunny air sort of situation.
That's crazy. Do you remember watching it? Like how was
it's
it?
like black and white. We tried to turn it on whenever we were emptying my parents' house last year. It did not pick up. Well, it doesn't pick up shit anymore. Yeah. I don't think you can pick up.
There's not a lot over there. Well, you can still get signal stuff, but it's just like it's ABC, NBC, CBS.
Right, but it was difficult to even pick any of those up. I don't know.
It's all the 5G.
Yeah.
The 5G's fucking with our broadcast signals.
Thanks, Elon.
Drew has gotten tickets to Tony Bennett for him and Tracy. We learned as a little date idea.
Bragging.
He's bragging to Kate, and Kate goes, "Oh well, bad news. So did Lewis." And Drew's like, "Why wouldn't Lewis tell me?" And Kate goes, "Come on, you're in competition. Why you think only a fool would come in and blow his?
Why
cards
would he
like
tip
that?"
his hand? Yeah.
And then Oswald comes in, and he's like, "I got tickets to Tony Bennett."
Yeah.
Tipping his hand.
Yes.
Kate has to leave at this point.
I like that. Oh, well, we get a little back and forth here about how good the tickets are.
Yes.
Drew's like, let me see and I guess his, Oswald got like third row tickets.
Yeah, really close.
Yeah, and Drew only has obstructed view tickets, but Drew's like, oh, well, no, he fucks with his stupid friend.
Yeah.
It's like, not as nice as my obstructed view tickets. Accidentally hands him unintentionally hands it, but pretends to be an accident to Oswald.
Yeah.
Now, Oswald is proud that he has the obstructed view tickets.
He, as we will learn in a moment, doesn't understand the definition
what obstructed view means
of a lot of words.
Yes.
So he's got the obstructed view and Drew's got the third row. Kate has to leave. I don't really understand why, but it does involve her having a beeper, and we get the words penis XXL on it.
Yeah.
Which she says.
Also, before that, we got 911 vodka.
Yeah. Which I also don't know what that means.
Just louder codes.
Yeah, louder codes. So she says penis XXL is her boyfriend messaging
bragging.
her. And I'm like, well, isn't that Larry?
Yeah. Well, we know Larry's penis XXL.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Lewis and Tracy come into the Warsaw, and they're, having a little moment. And he's about to kind of...
I like that they're still going back here.
Oh, yeah. To the Warsaw?
Where else are they going to go?
Yeah, there's no other places.
We know this. Yes, correct.
And it's, at this point, Lewis is about to kind of unveil the tickets that he's got.
Yeah.
He's like, how about you meet me in San Francisco? And before he can finish the phrase, Drew darts over and has 2 tickets. And he's like, hey, look at my tickets. Look at my tickets. Look at I'm first. My tickets.
Yeah.
They're all competing.
They're
all
like,
throwing tickets
we
at
all
her.
want to go to Tony Bennett.
They're all throwing tickets at her for Tony Bennett.
Oswald comes in and he's like, what about obstructed view?
I mean, I guess the 90s, now rest in peace, he's passed, but were people really this crazy about Tony Bennett?
I mean, it's like the romantic songs,
I guess that's true.
I lift my heart.
If you take your lady,
you
want to win her over.
I don't know. It was only a couple years ago that Lady Gaga was singing with Tony Bennett, and it was like a big deal. And people were like, he was still going to his concerts.
Yeah.
Now it was like 2020. Yeah. 2020 something. So,
probably 2020, right?
So, I mean,
I don't think they let him out the house after COVID. They're like, you're going to die, buddy. Oh, you can't see the outside world.
But it was like, it wasn't that long ago that he did sing in like some COVID special, I remember.
Yeah.
Like, imagine 20 years younger. Yeah, he can just be like an old crooner and probably still sell tickets in like an old town like Cleveland.
Yeah, that's fair.
It is weird that maybe some 30-year-olds are
competing,
are all about it. But I don't know. Maybe I would have gone to see Tony Bennett.
Sure. Maybe I'm
like
just
30 years ago, I might have gone to see Tony Bennett.
When you were a baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goo Goo Gaga, 1 ticket, please, for Mr. Tony Bennett. Yeah, she shoots them all down, though. She's getting all these tickets thrown at her, and she's like, guys. She looks at the date. She's like, I'm busy. I can't go.
I'm busy. And they're like, what do you mean?
Are you seeing another guy?
It's Saturday 3 weeks from now. Who's busy?
Yeah. Are you seeing another guy? And she's like, come on. Do you think I could date 3 other people on top of you guys?
Yeah.
Without putting out? Come on. A woman knows her limits.
Yeah.
But no, it turns out she's out of town that weekend because her sister is getting married in Chicago.
Yeah.
And, she didn't want to bring it up to them because she didn't think she was going to ask any of them to go with her.
And whoever she did ask, it's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big
she's
ask.
like, oh, you're going to meet my family. This is like a real relationship thing. It's like, she wanted to be sure that if one of them's coming, it's
serious.
It's the serious one.
Yeah. And it's, she didn't want to turn it into a contest between the 3 of them, was basically what we get. So they laugh, understanding, and then we get this moment.
Frame.
They look at each other, and there's a freeze frame. And the Monday Night Football theme from ABC starts. Dun 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 dun. We get Bob Costas, Kenny Mayne, and Lynn Swann on a panel. It's like college football style, or I guess that Monday Night Football style too. It's a panel with like a little podium sort of thing.
Yeah.
And there's a logo in the middle. It's Buzz Beer, sponsored. Tracy Bowl 1.
It's clearly, it's very, it felt like a college bowl sort of deal. Yeah.
And we then get for the rest of the episode sort of
commentary,
the motif, this framing of which we're going to see. They are breaking the fourth wall, commenting on the plot of the episode.
Yeah, winner gets to go to the wedding, and they break down each character, all their motives, every move.
We get nicknames. We come back, and they're talking about
they break down Drew. They do a breakdown of Drew.
They call him the Night Raider, and we see an image of Drew like getting a midnight snack from his fridge.
He's certainly sexually non-threatening. It was the big descriptor I got out of Drew.
I just love that they were able to get all of these guys to commit to it. I know Costas would probably do anything. I get the feeling,
but even like ABC, I mean, I guess all these guys were in contract with ABC. I was looking at like Lynn Swann. When he retired in '83, I guess was almost immediately under contract for
broadcast
ABC Sports, and he did like everything. It wasn't just like
Tell
football.
me more about Lynn Swann, because obviously you love him. He was a former Steeler.
Steelers legend, a Hall of Famer, 4-time Super Bowl champ, a Hall of Honor. Like people love.
I
Lynn Swann
while we were waiting.
Wide receiver for those Super Bowl teams.
Former Republican nominee for governor of the state of Pennsylvania. Hell yeah!
Hey, the easy way to win that is you
already have
former
notoriety.
Pittsburgh. Yeah, former Pittsburgh Steeler for at the time. I mean, you're talking, that team was probably the original dynasty, football dynasty. So big deal. Anyway, back home.
It's cool seeing him. Obviously, I feel like Bob Costas is just ever present in the world of sports media.
Yeah.
I'm not also that familiar with
another commentator under contract with ABC at the time.
Just Kenny Mayne.
Yeah.
He's very funny though. All 3 of them.
They all were very funny.
They nail the comedy of it all.
Yeah.
They introduce Lewis. He is the virgin until February something when he became known as I Got Me Some.
I got me. That part I was dead. That
I
was
got
great.
me some. They
Age
introduced
37, we realize is his name.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. They say.
They're in their mid to late 30s.
Yes. And he's a nighttime janitor and also... Okay, that's actually all we have written
That's
out.
all the bio says.
That was all. It was really good.
I don't think Oswald gets a fun nickname.
No,
but he does get a lot of words on screen. They say Harvey doesn't know the definition of insurmountable.
Yeah,
he also doesn't know the definition of all of these words, and we get a scrolling list of words. I only got 2 of them. One was obstructed view.
Yeah, obstructive view was in there.
The other one I thought was interesting. Heterosexual. He's not familiar with the definition of the word heterosexual.
Of course not.
God bless him.
Oh
Stay
yeah,
young.
remember whenever we thought he might be interested in his coworker? He's
oh, that's right.
He was wearing all those flowy shirts, satin shirts.
The guy was buying him the clothes.
The guy was buying him shirts
and
go
global
to the movies.
parcel guy. Yeah.
Anyway, so these breakdowns were hilarious.
Yeah.
And then we cut right to the next scene. You know, we're watching the game now.
Yeah, we're game time footage. It's Lewis and Tracy out at a fancy dinner.
Yes.
Lewis is trying to bury his competition, but Tracy's like, "Oh, this is just a nice place," and Lewis is like, "Oh yeah, this is Drew's favorite spot."
Yeah, it takes all the women he really likes here.
He's never taken you here?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. We get somebody on the panel goes, "Oh, meow!" Like we're getting commentary about how it's going.
And then he's like, Oswald doesn't have enough money to come here.
Little does he know, though, Drew and Oswald are in the back.
Yeah.
They have sabotaged his date. They're just sitting here sort of making a move. Oswald comes in late and he's like, "Hey, Drew, what are you doing here?" And Drew's like, "Oh, I'm just enjoying myself, eating some bread. What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm here to screw Lewis."
Yeah.
Just again, tips his head immediately. God bless him.
I guess he put a strawberry in some of his meal or something.
In addition to there was fish oil in the
Drew
wine.
is the one who put fish oil in the wine.
Yeah.
So they both took advantage of Lewis, who has some
food allergies. And then they're like, "Oh man, well, I hope he didn't drink too much of the wine. Maybe if they're just worried about getting him too bloated at this point or something." But of course, he drank most of the wine.
Yeah, Lewis was like, "I just had 2/3 of that bottle, and I still can't taste the fishiness."
I don't know what you're talking about, Tracy.
What you're talking about.
And then we get this is really fun too. It cuts back and forth between like Tracy talking to Lewis, and then we see Lewis in real time having an allergic reaction.
Yes,
and his face just puffs the fuck out. His cheeks.
I give him some Eddie Murphy level prosthetics on his cheeks.
Yeah, he's looking like Big Mama's house. Absolutely.
Yeah.
His cheeks just keep growing and growing, and like she's like, "Oh no, you got a big head," and he's like, "Yeah, how could I not when I'm dating a beautiful woman?"
Yeah,
everybody's
all
looking
these
at
people
you.
are staring. Yeah, because they see I'm in love.
Yeah, nothing's wrong with that. And what really nails it for him is he decides to go in for the kiss. And they use this really gross fisheye lens of Tracy's POV, and she screams. And Lewis is like, "Why do they always scream?" Tracy basically, tries to show him his allergic reaction. She shows him on a spoon,
yes,
but the spoon distorts it in a way that just looks normal.
Yeah, Lewis is like, "It's never been that big."
So then he realizes what happened though, and Drew and Oswald kind of end up feeling bad for what they've done.
Yeah.
In a weird way. Lewis hasn't ever really had a lot of dating success, they point out. I can't believe Drew's the one making this claim. Though, in the time we've watched this show, Drew Carey gets around in a weird way. He's probably had at least, 5 girlfriends?
Yeah, Drew is the one that really dates
the most.
Yeah. But Drew is only saying this, we need to point out, because he's fucking with Oswald.
Well, we don't realize this at this point.
No, we don't. We can assume. You can kind of tell, Drew's might be up to something. All of a sudden, Drew has a change of heart. I did write in my notes, if he had this change of heart here, it's weird. But he didn't.
Yeah.
We'll
find out. He basically says we should decide to let Lewis win.
We should let Lewis win.
We shouldn't just drop out and quit. We should
should throw the competition.
Right. We should throw it so that Tracy's so disgusted with us she doesn't want to date us anymore. But how are we going to make somebody who's already interested in us not want us? It's like all hard. So anyway, the next scene at the Warsaw, Oswald comes in.
Yes. Oswald comes in. Tracy and Lewis are at the bar at this point, and I guess Oswald has a date coming up, whatever it is.
It's with her.
With her. And so he comes in, Lewis steps out, and Oswald's like, got the best parking spot in the place. And he pulls out the handicap placard.
Yeah. She's like, oh, Oswald, you took a handicap spot? He's like,
nope, no, I took two.
So that way a handicap person wouldn't scrape my car next to me. Getting out. And she's just like looking so gross.
Totally disgusted.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, well, if you think that's bad, wait until you see the awful thing Drew did.
Yeah.
And then, as you were hinting at, Drew walks in with a man in a wheelchair. And he's like, it's okay, Tommy. We're going to find the guy who took your parking pass. And Oswald, he just duped Oswald real hard.
Yeah, duped
Oswald's
him hard.
like, no, wait, that's not fair. No, you didn't.
And then Tracy, before she can get an explanation, storms out of here. We should also point out at the beginning of this, when she was sitting with Lewis, she does apologize to him for storming out.
Yes.
And like
at the restaurant.
Yeah, she seems to show some more understanding for the man's allergic reaction. I thought it was fucked up she didn't call 911 or go get help.
Right. Yeah.
Instead, she was disgusted, but whatever. Back to she storms out on Oswald, disgusted with the handicap thing.
Yeah.
And now Lewis, I mean, Oswald's pissed.
Yeah.
She's like, he knows exactly what Drew did. He's shoving Drew.
Yeah.
Drew is like, hey, this Yankees fan shoving me because I'm in an Indians jacket. The whole bar turns on him.
Yeah, everybody turns around. One guy rips off a jacket and it's a referee. And I thought he doesn't blow a whistle though. He fires a shot. He fires a starting gun.
Yeah. And then the marching band comes in. It's halftime.
It's halftime, folks. So here we go back to the panel. A marching band walks in. We're at halftime at the Tracy Bowl. We come back from a commercial break, and the marching band is wrapping up in the Warsaw, or not in the Warsaw.
In the office.
They're wrapping up in the office now.
Yeah.
It's just we're getting more commentary. We're getting a first half recap from the panel about what just happened.
Basically, it's down to a 2-dog race now. It's Lewis and Drew.
Yeah. Oswald's been eliminated.
Yeah.
And they point out,
Lewis came back.
Hey, look, there's a fan over there, like a crazy fan who paints their face for the game. And it's just Mimi.
Of course it's Mimi.
We get Mimi talking to Kate here. Kate is struggling a bit with her assistant job, I would say.
Yeah.
She's just asking Mimi, like, how do you juggle doing all these different tasks that they give you? And Mimi's like, oh, it's simple. I just don't. I just have a bunch of excuses.
I have a bunch of excuses. She calls Wick out.
Yeah.
And she starts, explaining why she didn't get one of his memos
paper didn't get done.
Because, and then she says all this computer jargon.
Yeah.
And
the Word doc didn't talk to the ASCII document, and he was like, just say computer boo-boo.
Yeah. And then he's like, what about my dry cleaning? And she was like, oh, they liked it. They were so impressed with your wardrobe, they decided to display it. And he's like, oh, I guess it's been a while since they displayed my summer clothes.
The problem is, well, I guess we'll see it in a moment, but I don't think Kate works for like a moron like Wick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Mimi might have it easier. But
Mimi knows this.
Yeah. Mimi also tries to pass the savings on to Kate.
Yeah.
By being like, well, if you want my list of different excuses, I can give it to you for $40.
Yeah.
And Kate originally
$40. I was like, what? All right. Arbitrary, weird price. Yeah. Okay, sure.
Well, it's $2.20s. $2.20s at an ATM. Just stop on by. And she's like, oh, I don't know. But then after seeing it work on Wick, she's like, yeah, sure, I'll buy it. And so she gets one from Mimi. Louder comes down and she has an assignment for Kate.
She's like, do you like jigsaw puzzles?
She's like, yeah, sure. She's like, great, because I shredded a bunch of documents and I actually need reassembled. Why you wouldn't just reprint them? It doesn't matter. Mrs. Louder likes giving Kate a task. So Kate goes to read from the list of fake excuses here. Yeah. And she goes, oh, I can't. Unfortunately, I'm buying a list of fake excuses for $40. Ah, damn it.
Damn it. Yeah. So
thank you for shopping at Mimi's.
Yeah.
Here also Lewis and Oswald come in.
That's what it is.
With Drew. Drew picked up Mr. Wick's laundry for what it's worth.
Yeah, Drew
picked
walks
up his dry cleaning.
Drew walks in with Mr. Wick's dry cleaning, and he's like, why did Mr. Wick need me to get his dry cleaning? And
I don't know, she's crazy.
So Mimi's got a whole operation running under everyone's nose.
She knows. Lewis and Oswald then come in to talk to Drew. They have a new tactic. They've teamed up together to screw Drew.
Yeah.
And basically the plan is they have a photo of him naked jumping from a cliff before he belly flopped into a river.
Right.
And they were like, we're going to show show this to Tracy. That's their strategy here. And Drew's obviously upset about it, not even just because of, the backstabbing element of it.
But Drew has a rule. There's the Drew rule.
The Drew rule.
Which is a woman can't see me naked until they fall in love with me.
Until they fall in love with me. I agree, Drew. That's a good rule.
That's a good rule,
That's a
Drew.
solid rule.
That's a good guy.
But yeah, no. So it's at this point they're going to do it anyway, and he realizes he needs to come up with something to one up Lewis. At this point.
And Kate's here now, and he's like I need something to screw Lewis over, and Kate's like, oh, it shouldn't be about that. To screw over your friend, whatever. Lest we forget, she was trying to start the whole thing. She started the whole thing last episode. Yeah. But anyway, Drew's like, I need a dead monkey, liquor, and a vacuum cleaner, I think it was. Yeah. Or was it a dead monkey? Yeah.
I think it was a dead monkey. Yeah. That sounds right to me.
I made that note, and I'm like, God, that sounds insane. Yeah. That probably was it.
What was the plan? Who would have known? But basically, Drew realizes here he needs to frame Lewis in a way. Because Lewis is a genuinely good guy, it seems, in this situation, other than the naked photo thing.
Yeah.
He's like trying at least
Lewis
to win this woman over.
Taking the high road.
Right. And he's not going to have an opportunity to showcase how bad Lewis is unless he frames Lewis.
Yes.
So, and then we get the panel comes back in. Our sports correspondents are all going, well, with a week until the wedding and 4 minutes until the show's over, it seems like Drew Carey's making a move to win it all.
Yeah. And then Bob Costas is like, I don't know. It's 4 minutes is an eternity in a sitcom. A lot could happen. And then he's like, see, that was only 3 seconds, and that
felt like forever. He ain't wrong.
That's
4
good.
minutes. I do like again, just the whole idea of like, we're acknowledging it's also, I don't know. There's something about
the way they broke the wall here was so good.
Yeah, it's very fun to me. So then the next scene at the Warsaw, Drew comes in with Tracy, and there's an interesting little fortune telling machine that's been installed by the jukebox. He's like, oh, well, let's put 10 cents in. Yeah. And it says like, he's like, I wonder what my future looks like. And the thing goes like, not bright, fatty. Like it just, and then he puts in another one and it's like, lose some weight, quit drinking.
Yeah.
All this stuff. It's very clearly tailored to be insulting towards Drew.
Towards Drew. And Drew is intentionally taking the bait.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you know what? Lewis said he was going to do something like this.
This is cruel.
Yeah, this is just not nice. He goes back to his table and he starts crying. He's like, oh, it's just smoky in here. Mimi is also there, and she loves this fucking thing. So she just keeps putting 10 cents in and listening to him play. Tracy ends up unplugging it. She's like, this is just upsetting to Drew. It's not nice. Lewis walks in, and he's basically like, well, I don't know what this is. All I was going to do was I was going to show you this naked photo of Drew, and pulls it out of his pocket. And she's like, oh God, you're disgusting. Get out of here. Get out of here. So we get the panel. It's like, it seems like Drew Carey has done it. He's won the competition, you know?
Lewis is like, I'll bow out, whatever. And he resigns himself to his apartment upstairs.
Yeah, he just walks right up. And it's in this that we kind of, there's a bit with the panel where he's like, but the questions will remain around, having a competition over a woman. And Kenny's
crying.
He's crying. He's like, oh, Drew shouldn't have done this. What a bastard. Just upset about how it went down. Yeah. Tracy, though, at this point admits that she was having feelings for Lewis. And it makes Drew feel bad. He's like, I was starting to fall for him, but he's not a good guy.
And the real Drew, the Drew we know, the Drew we love.
The Drew inside.
Yes, comes in. He's like, all right,
Costas goes, people are going to be upset that they left early. And then, Drew's like, I did it. I framed Lewis.
I framed him. He was the only one taking the high road. Yeah. You should date him.
Yeah. Well, but we'll go to that wedding at least, right? Nobody's going to the wedding.
Yeah.
And then he's like, nah, Lewis is a good guy. So she's like, oh, thank you so much. And then she runs up following him.
To go talk to him.
He's like, baby, don't turn back. She doesn't turn back. She was never going to turn back.
Yeah.
And so wrapping up, we kind of get Bob Costas giving like a flowery sort of poetic way to describe the scene.
Yeah.
I guess it ends with he quotes, do you believe in miracles? And they're like, that's already been done. You can't do it. So then he starts to get very flowery, poetic.
Yeah, he gives this very flowery, poetic speech, and then Drew's just like, all right, lock up when you're done, and throws him a key.
The set is right next to the Warsaw, so he gets up from his table and just crosses over to their
again,
set.
breaking more of the fourth wall.
Yeah.
It's just excellent. And then the credits is really funny too.
I enjoyed.
It was like a celebratory mood, like Lewis just won. You had Lewis in what seemed to be a Tracy Bowl hat.
Yeah, he's wearing a Tracy Bowl hat. There's a bunch of fans. Somebody's pouring champagne on him. It looks like from behind.
Or beer, yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, in the restaurant, it didn't look like it was going to go well." And Lewis is like, "Oh yeah, page 15. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter because by the end of it, the credits going to be rolling by, and we're all going to be fans." So it's fine.
Yeah.
And then Costas goes, "Well, we now turn to Lynn, who's interviewing the losers as well." And we cut to Oswald and Drew in some sort of like locker room.
Yeah.
And they're just like sort of
sitting there in their underwear in the locker room and then alone. And Drew's like, Lynn Swan was supposed to come talk to us, right?
Oswald's like, just give it 10 more minutes. He'll be here. He'll be here. He didn't forget about us. And that's how it wraps. I enjoyed this very much. I'm a sucker for this shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a sucker when they do the live eps. I'm a sucker for gimmick episodes.
I just love when don't get me wrong. Honestly, the prior 3 episodes to this were excellent.
Solid. Absolutely.
And, I feel bad because there were probably a lot of jokes in even these last 2 eps, but the one we just did, the first ep here.
Yes.
With Tracy and the models and everything, that it hits. It's a great episode.
The writing in this season,
but I like when they take a risk or like a big swing, like the sports thing.
Yeah, they're able to make fun of the idea of television.
Yeah, and the sitcom in general.
It's very fun. I gotta say too, the writing I think this season has been very solid. I kind of want to like almost go through and compile some of our favorite like written line moments.
Yeah,
it's just a solid season.
I was just thinking of the one that I was mad that we left off when they were talking about the naked photo.
Yes.
With Drew in the office the first time they revealed the plan. Mimi comes back.
Oh yeah.
To make fun of Lewis and Oswald.
Yes.
And then to stun Mimi.
Yeah.
They pull out the naked photo. Yeah.
And she just falls to the floor.
Yes.
And 2 guys like come over to check on her.
Like a tranquilizer dart.
Yeah.
She had to see Drew naked.
And then Drew says, "Hey, while she's down tranquilized, you should tag her."
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
It's really good. It's just little lines like that honestly, I know that we could pause it and write and pause it and write. It would take us forever to get every single one of these lines. And we just wouldn't do it justice.
Yeah.
They just do an excellent job writing in the
Cast,
show.
Writing, it's all firing on all cylinders is what I would say.
Yeah.
So, happy to be a part of it. And hopefully you're enjoying some football playoffs yourselves.
Yeah.
Hopefully hopefully the fucking Philadelphia Eagles are still in it.
Yeah.
We will see.
Hopefully the Aaron Rodgers is taking the Pittsburgh Steelers to the Super Bowl at this point, but
there you go.
We will see.
Who knows? No, thank you for listening. As
thank you,
always,
guys.
If you want to follow us on Instagram, you can. It's at Instagram.com/Cleveland Rocks Podcast. We're at YouTube.com/@Cleveland Rocks Podcast, where we post these episodes in full there. You can email us anything you want. Wrestling. You got any fun football stats? Let us know if Drew Carey ever did anything weird with the Cleveland Browns. I don't know. Cleveland Rocks Podcast at gmail.com.
I did watch him he was just make a celebrity appearance when the Browns came back to Cleveland. In whatever year that is, it had to be like 99 or
it's probably this year. But in terms of like where we're at with the sitcom.
Yeah, and he obviously was a big deal in Cleveland then, and he got the crowd going. And I watched something like that. It came up. Just get a bunch of Drew content now.
That's the fun thing. Our algorithm has been very Drew based.
I just got another Drew piece. I watched a little bit of him on a podcast with Wayne Brady. That was funny. I guess it was Wayne Brady's podcast.
Sure.
That he's doing.
Drew, as always, I know you've got your own now. The invitation's welcome if you want to come on this pod. Yeah. Cleveland Rocks Podcast at gmail.com. You know how to get in touch
Drew,
with us.
not you guys.
Yeah, yes, Drew Carey. Let's be clear. Did I have anything else? Oh, give us 5 stars on whatever podcast app you're listening to.
Yes, please.
Give it a like on YouTube, whatever you want.
Subscribe. Just say nice things.
Yeah. All right. Catch you in the next one.
Later.
Bye.